Welcome back, fellow programmers, to part 2 of our debugging application with UDB series. If you haven't watched our part 1 yet, I'll highly recommend you checking it out for a practical overview and hands-on experience with UDB. In today's video, we'll be exploring the powerful last command of UDB, which will take your debugging skill to the next level. Okay, but before we jump into that exciting world of debugging, I would like to take a moment to ask you for your support. If you find this video helpful and informative, please hit the like button which is below somewhere here, and don't forget to leave a comment with your suggestions, thought or questions. If you haven't done already, I'll request you and encourage you to subscribe to our channel ProgrammingGyan. This will motivate me to create more content like this. I will cover wide range of topics related to programming and software engineering, which will provide you lots of insights, will give some tutorials and the tips to enhance your skills. Alright, let's jump into the fascinating world of debugging with UDB and the last command. In this video, we'll be focusing on the uses of last command to track the specific value from your code. So let's get some ProgrammingGyan. Okay, welcome to the code. So if you remember, in the part 1 of our debugging application with UDB, we were looking into some code, and we will be looking into that code only to explore this last command. Okay, so this is the same code we are using, and I'll just open a terminal. Okay, so let me just go to the code section. Let me clear this. Let me run this code. Okay, this code is crashing as in last video. Okay, now let's debug it using UDB. Okay, so it's here. Let me run this. Okay, so in this it's getting crashed here. So first thing we do with any debugger is check the backtrace. So we have backtrace as a big command, and there is a shortcut as well, BT. You can use BT command, and BT will give you the stack trace. Okay, and there is a Control Shift XA you have to press to come into this QI mode. And now let's run. Let's go back, reverse back. Reverse finish. We discussed in the last video that it will take your execution to the last checkpoints, means from the out of the function where it is that execution is right now. So it will take you the place where it is that function is get called. So the shortcut is RF. Okay, if I hit enter without giving any command, it will execute the previous one. So let me do that till we reach in the code. So we reached to this line number 43, and this is showing some assert values. Let me check some variables here. So we have info locals. Oh, sorry, my bad. Info locals will give you the values of the local variables at that moment. And if you observe here, you have old value is 667. Old value is here, it's printing this old value. It's 66. If you just remember this last 3 digits, it's 667, and the A is 3. Okay, now ideally this is 667, and we are assigning this G value. So at this point G value should be 667, because we have not done anything after this on old value. And then Okay, and then we are adding this a is 3, so it should be 670. This G value should be 670, and this ideally this should be true, but it's not. So we'll print the print G value, and if you see it's not the correct, right? It should be 667 plus 3 670, but somehow it's more, it's 3 times more. So what happened? So let's use the last command to see where exactly this G value last time it changed. What was the code which changed this one? So this is the magic we have. So we'll say last G value, and it's telling us that this line number 42, this is the line where it was last changed. So this value was 670, means we are going back, remember. So earlier it was 673 and it's now 670. If I check at this point, so ideally this should be 667, this G value, instead of 670 it should be 667, but so it means somewhere some other code changed this its value. Again we'll do last G value. I can only give last as well, because when we because last time we checked last the value of G value, so it remembers actually, and if I hit, so it will take us to the place it changed. So because if you see, it's another thread, in another thread it's changed, this value is getting incremented, you see this. Okay, so let me rerun this last. Here you see, here only the last, before this it changed to 668, then it's 667, and before that means it incremented at this line last time is to 667. Okay, and let me check in full locus. Okay, so it was earlier 665 and it added 2, so it became 667, and after that actually some other thread, it updated this G value, and because of that this value is not matching and this line is fading. So if you understand, it was very easy to reach to those positions, those locations which actually updating or changing the G value. And if I don't use this last command, I use any typical debugger like UDB, so I'll have to put breakpoint on every places wherever this G value is getting changed. So I'll have to add breakpoint and I'll have to iterate over that. So but here I directly check the last using that last command where exactly the last time and this my particular value changed. So I think this is a very strong command to use in UDB. I'll suggest you to explore this, and this will definitely save lots of time and lots of effort of yours while fixing an issue. So that's it for this video, and if you like this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel ProgrammingGyan. This will help me and motivate me to create new content like this.